in my four. They had Oklahoma at 5, meaning Oklahoma's going to get in when Georgia loses to Bama. So they had Bama, Clemson, Georgia, Notre Dame, and then they had Oklahoma 5, Ohio State 6. The key to me, of course, is they have Oklahoma ahead of Ohio State slightly, which they should. I think Oklahoma is better than Ohio State. I've stopped listening to Ohio State fans. They didn't make any sense mid-season talking about that coach they enabled, and they make no sense now having lost to Purdue by 29 points, and they still think they could get in over Oklahoma, who lost to a rival on a neutral field in the last-second field goal, and they'll go back and beat that team, Texas, this weekend. Oklahoma's the clear choice. Oklahoma scored 40-plus points in all but 2 games. Oklahoma has done something, at least one thing, great all year. I'm not saying they have a great defense. I'm not saying their special teams are great. I'm not saying they had the best game plan for every game. But in 90% of the times they came out to the football field this year, Oklahoma was a great offense. They ran it, they threw it, they protected their quarterback, and they scored over 40. What has Ohio State done all year to convince me they're a Final Four team? Did they run the ball every week? Nope. Did they play great defense every week? Nope. Did they have great coaching every week? Did you watch the Purdue game? They scored under 33 times in the weak Big Ten, where Northwestern's in the championship game, and Northwestern couldn't win one out-of-conference game, and then mopped up on the weak Big Ten. Lincoln Riley, the coach of Oklahoma, and I'm all in Oklahoma here, their corner over Ohio State. Again, if you lose by 30 to Purdue and you don't get why nobody's into your stuff, I don't know what to tell you. But Lincoln Riley brought up the point about we're getting too caught up on, people score a lot of points on Oklahoma. Football's changed.
I think the standards have certainly changed. I think we see that at all levels, high school, college, and pro, that the amount of offensive output that all these different teams are putting out is just simply different than what it's been before. You know, certainly every team out there is trying to be great on offense and be great on defense and special teams. Ultimately, you've got to find ways to win games, and that's what our guys have been able to do here.
And by the way, Ohio State fans are saying, what about Oklahoma's defense? Buckeye fan, you just gave up 39 points to Michigan's offense, which looks about 9 years past its prime. 39 at home to Michigan State's sort of I formation, pound down the throat offense. Gave up 51 to Maryland. I don't want to hear about your great defense. But by the way, even the SEC, which plays great defense, the best defense in college football. Sorry, but didn't Oklahoma drop 48 in it last year? Didn't UCF drop 34 on the great Auburn team? Look around football, folks. Everybody's scoring over 30. Most teams, the good ones, are scoring over 40. Oklahoma tends to score over 50. Look at around the NFL right now. Everybody tells me how great the Chicago Bears defense is. You do get they gave up over 30 to New England. Aaron Rodgers, I'm watching Chicago play week after week. People move the ball up and down the field on him, and that's the best defense in the NFL. I hear about the Rams, all their great players. They give up like 25 a week, 28 a week. Where are the great defenses in the NFL? I don't see them. Jaguars defense? Steelers lead the NFL in sacks. Is that a great defense? I just saw Case Keenum move up and down the field. You're all caught up on Oklahoma's defense. By the way, Oklahoma hasn't had a great defense in years, because they play in the Big 12, and the way to win in the Big 12 is spread the ball out. So many good quarterbacks. Warm weather. Everybody throws it. Great receivers and backs. It's not a great defensive conference, but to win the Big 12, got to sling it. And they do. But when they match up with the SEC teams, they also score 40-plus on them. Beat Alabama 4 or 5 years ago. Beat Auburn a couple years ago. Should have beaten Georgia last year. Nobody's shutting out Oklahoma. And as Lincoln Riley said, this is the new age. Forget your grandpa's football. Forget your dad's football. It's not even your older brother's football. In the last 3 years, offense has exploded. In the past 12 months, it's been almost a meteor. And I am firmly entrenched, and I'm glad the committee sees it that way too. Oklahoma's one spot ahead of Ohio State, meaning if they both win this weekend and Georgia loses, and they will to Bama, the Sooners will get in over the Buckeyes. Coming up next, Big Ben said something of the Steelers, which I loved, and I will support him, even though he does something that coaches, GMs, and owners hate their quarterbacks to do, and that is coming up. We like talking about Simply Safe Home Security. Not only